Hi, it's Heather with Murray's Home for Wayward Chickens. And I wanted to do a quick informational video specifically because Taylor motivated me today. The last couple of days, Taylor has been broody. So if you have any experience with broody hens, this is going to be the time you see it the most. You may have some breeds that stay broody quite often or no matter what the season is. This is Taylor's first time being broody. So I'm kind of feeling like I wish I had some eggs to let her hatch. But when you have a broody hen, you have to make sure you kick them out of the nesting box, or eventually they can die of starvation or dehydration. So another way that chickens are so awesome, strong, and persevere is that it takes 3 weeks to hatch an egg. So if a chicken is broody, you can't let them continue to be broody because they'll stay broody. They do not come off the nest, except one time at the end of the day. So they'll stay on that nest all day. They don't eat, they don't drink. They leave the nest at the end of the day to defecate, to eat and drink. So they're getting just enough nourishment to be able to sustain themselves for the 3 weeks that it takes to sit on that nest constantly to incubate and keep those eggs warm. If they don't have eggs to hatch, they will stay broody. Their bodies cannot withstand going more than 3 weeks without eating and drinking all day. But what really sparked my motivation to tell you about broodiness is because I'm so thankful. Taylor was in the garage the other. She's being broody in a litter box. So we changed out the litter box, and it's pine pellets that we use. And she's made her nesting box in the pine pellets, so the cats can't use that litter box. She's in there all day. And when I went to bring her in that night, I didn't realize initially that she was broody. I thought maybe she was laying an egg. And so I was holding her in my lap for like 10 minutes. I'm petting her, talking to her, put her eye medicine in. And I was like really excited to see her. And then I said, let's go get you a snack. Because then I'm like, oh my gosh, I think she's broody. I completely forgot. I put her down on the kitchen floor, in the kitchen. And she dumped everything that a broody chicken holds all day came out. And if anyone has experience with broody hens, there's a certain distinct, horrific odor that comes with the poop. It is like extra potent. It is gag worthy. I call it broody poop. I mean, it all smells the same. You have broody chickens, at the end of the day, they broody poop. It is broody stank. We were gagging. I mean, we were gagging. And when Taylor got rid of her poop in the kitchen, I was so thankful. I literally looked up and thanked God. Thank you, God, that she did not. For the 10 minutes I was holding her on my lap and in my arms, didn't do that on me, because I don't know that I would have survived it. Trying to imagine getting my clothes off over. I was so thankful. So I figured I'd make you aware of it. So Taylor's such a funny chicken that I just went out to the garage and I wanted to boot her out of the litter box because she's got to eat. We shouldn't have any eggs that she's sitting on. She's just being broody. So she needs to drink, she needs to eat. I took her out of the nesting box, I picked her up, and she kept her legs folded. I put her down on the floor, and she literally just laid right back down on the garage floor in the same nesting position and wouldn't get up. I had to get her up and walk her to the other side of the room, make her stand up, and then I gave her some scratch so that she would snack. So I'm going to go back, I'm going to bring you with me and see if she went back into the nesting box, and I'll show you. Okay, she has not gone back in the nesting box. Hi, Taylor. But she did just drop her broody poo. And that's only a half a day's broody poo. And I gotta pick it up because I'm so sorry about that. I have a lot of experience with chickens. There's not much I haven't seen or done with them. I think broody poop actually smells worse than vent gleep. So I just want to let you know, if you have a hen that is sitting on the nest all day and she won't come out no matter what you do, you have to go in and get them out unless you have them incubating eggs to hatch. Otherwise, at some point, if they're in there for too long and you don't break them of the broodiness by removing them, sometimes we have to cover the nesting box with a wood board because they'll go right back in. They will not come out. They are determined. They want to be a mama. They want to hatch eggs, and they will keep going back in there. They'll starve to death or they'll die of dehydration eventually because they don't know when the 3 weeks is up, except that the eggs hatch. So they will stay there and they will not get enough food. Anyway, that was an interesting informational video. Questions or comments, please feel free to leave them. And if you want to hit like and subscribe, we would love it. Have a great day, guys.